before I physically show you how to create retargeting ads in the Power Editor, I'm going to show you just some examples of them. Okay, so here's one of my ads. One of my ads says Facebook ads for entrepreneurs closes tonight. This is your last chance. Enroll here. All right, so for for this particular ad, let me sort of explain the strategy here. So at this point, the person seeing this is someone who has already gone through my course funnel. They've got my emails. They've watched, maybe a webinar I've done, whatever. Okay. And so now, if let's say it's the last night of my course closing. So now on this day, all day, I'm going to run this ad. And this ad, I'll simply retarget people that maybe visited my webinar page or registered for my webinar or on my email list or whatever. Okay. So now they're seeing this and I'll probably send an email out as well that says, hey, it closes tonight. But now they're seeing this thing that says, hey, it closes tonight. Now, if I didn't do this, it's quite possible that they would have totally forgot that it closes tonight. So even if I squeeze an extra 2 or 3 or 4 sales or 15 out of having this retargeting ad here, oh crap, that's right, Dan's course closes tonight, I got to sign up. If I if I spend $20 on this ad and I squeeze an extra 5 customers just because of this ad, maybe they were going to forget. If I'm selling a $1,000 product, that's an extra $5,000 off of 20 bucks. That's fantastic. I mean, isn't that fantastic? I think that's fantastic. That's great, All right. So here's another one. So my student Gretchen just landed a $6,000 client and $600 per month in retainer, and she only spent $100 in ads. Watch to see how she did it. Get my Facebook ads cheat sheet at danhenry.org. Now, this is actually an ad that I ran to people that engaged with my video but weren't necessarily on my list, and they can get on my list by visiting my website. Okay, and this builds trust. But let's say I didn't have this part. Let's say I just had say I ended it at she only spent $100 in ads. So this may be one of several testimonials I run during the course launch sequence. So people that visited the opt-in page but didn't visit, but haven't visited the checkout confirmation page, whatever. And throughout the course launch, they're seeing several of these testimonials and building trust. Because if you're thinking about buying a course to learn something, you want to know that people that have already bought the course have had success. That's probably the number one reason why you would or would not buy a course. So that's where this strategy comes in. Again, here's another one. This one's really cool, and I'll show you how to do this. Let's say you ran a video, and again, I'm gonna show you physically how to do this. But let's say they watched 25% of the video, but they didn't watch the whole video. You can actually target people based on how they engage with a previous video ad, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So in this, I might say, hey, you didn't finish watching the rule of 10. This is important, so don't be lazy. Finish watching the video. So now people actually started watching this other ad. Okay, they only watched a little bit of it. So now because of that, they're getting this ad that's like, hey, finish watching this because it's important. I want you to understand this because this is going to help you understand why you should buy the course. So now they're like, wow, this guy's good. I gotta, so this is another strategy. And I'll show you how to do this. I call this Jedi level video retargeting. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so here's another one. This is your last chance to become part of the family. Capiche? You mutta. Facebook ads for entrepreneurs closes tonight. Enroll here. So this is just kind of another version of if your course is closing that night. Okay. And I'm attractive here because I use some funny language and stuff. So that's just yet another example. All right. Here's Stephanie Blake. And there's a few more people in this video. So this is just a little video I made where I cut up several testimonials and put it in. You can see the caption right there that Facebook automatically makes. What do students have to say about Facebook ads for entrepreneurs? Let's find out. Enroll here. But enrollment closes on July 10th at 11:59, so don't wait. So this is actually one that I ran towards the beginning of the launch sequence. So again, if you're doing a live course launch and everybody's on your list, and you just target people on your list, or let's say you're doing an automated course launch, you can target people who visited the webinar page but did not visit the checkout page. You can do combinations like that. Okay. Oh, and here's an example of the webinar thing. And I actually filmed this with my iPhone, which was, quick and easy. So this is where I would target somebody who registered for the webinar and saw the thank you page. Don't forget about the webinar you signed up for. It's Tuesday at 2 p.m. EST. I'm going to show you how I turned $450 into $900,000 in sales with one Facebook ad campaign. So I reminded them the date, okay, and the time, and I also reminded them why they want to show up. Then I say, comment your name and what you do, and I'll welcome you personally when we go live. This is kind of cool because now I'm like, hey, engage with this ad. So people see other people commenting, and they're like, oh, wow, there are a lot of people going to this webinar. I better go too. So that's another little secret, another little tip you can use to sort of squeeze more attendees out of your webinar. Here's another one. This one I run pretty much right when somebody signs up to my list. So this isn't for any specific product. If you sign up to my list, if you're on my list, so this right here is targeted to anybody that visited any of my thank you pages for any freebies or bait, or that is an email in my email list. That's how I targeted this. And this is a page post, so there's a lot of comments on it. And I say, I went from a pizza boy to a 7-figure online entrepreneur. What do you want to accomplish this year? Tell me in the comments. So I don't want to seem like a dick where I'm just bragging. So that's why I'm like, what do you want to accomplish this year? Tell me in the comments. Plus, it drives engagement. And people share it and stuff. But what this does is this, and this is a video of me when I got interviewed on TV. So if you have any videos of you getting interviewed or anything like that, this is great because it builds credibility. Because when somebody signs up to your list, they don't know how legit you are. Maybe they just wanted your bait. But if they start seeing stuff from you like, oh, wow, this guy's got interviewed on TV, or, oh, this guy did this, and they see it in their feed, that builds trust and credibility because they're like, wow, this guy's the real deal, or this girl's the real deal. So this is another just sort of trust building retargeting ad. And I run this, I think I run this at like $5 a day, $3 a day, something like that. Just so people, when they sign up, they end up seeing it. And by the time I get around to selling them something, they're like, oh, the guy that got it was on TV about Facebook ads, Okay. So with that said,